Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I want to talk about how you can finally lose weight in 2021 in the new year. So, I mean, if you've been trying to lose weight for years, I mean, they say, I can't remember the exact percentage, but it's like 99%. It's like almost everyone that loses weight puts more weight back on or whatever. I mean, it's very difficult to permanently lose weight and stay at a lower weight, for a period of time, at least, for years. It's very difficult. I mean, it is something I have managed to achieve. When I was young, I was extremely overweight, morbidly obese, or whatever you want to call it. And I have lost weight. I've had various times in my life where I've lost weight, gained weight, the cycle there, the yo-yo diet or whatever. But at the moment I'm doing okay. I've not gained too much weight. I'm not too fat really, just a little bit. But I am back on my intermittent fasting now. It's going great. I just drink my coffee in the morning, black coffee, no sugar, no milk, and wait until 12 o'clock and then have my lunch or whatever. Eat a bit more. It's an easy stress-free way really to do a diet, because you start eating later on. It does give you a bit more flexibility in that you can, if someone invites you out for dinner or whatever, you probably haven't eaten that much before, so you've got that option there. Whereas if you'd eaten, 5 small meals throughout the day, like they recommend, or whatever it is, 6 meals, 300 calories or whatever, you're probably starving, and you're probably eating more calories than someone that was doing intermittent fasting. So, I mean, I suggest you try it yourself. That's my advice for the new year, to be honest. It's just intermittent fasting. I mean, there's nothing else like it. I know, but well, intermittent fasting really is changing when you eat than an actual diet. But it is a diet, really. In my opinion, it's a diet. Just because it restricts your calories without you actually knowing it. But I mean, the other diets the most popular diet at the moment, I think, is the ketogenic diet, isn't it? Keto. That's very popular now. I mean, there's a lot of places that are doing food for that, specifically for people that are on that diet. I think a lot of options for that kind of food, isn't there? Avocado, everything. But keto, I've tried keto. I have tried it, because I would say that in general, my downfall, as far as a healthy diet goes, is I like fatty foods, junk food and that kind of thing, rather than sweets. I do, sometimes eat sweets, ice cream, whatever, but that's usually my downfall, junk food, burgers, pizza, whatever. But and I mean, keto is good in that way, because obviously you can eat bacon and eggs or whatever. But for me, what really makes it difficult is the lack of carbs. And if you haven't tried keto, perhaps try it. It might work for you. But the issue is with carbs. I'll try not to eat too many carbs, because obviously they're very fattening and they raise your blood sugar a lot and whatever. Pasta and bread and whatnot. But when you do keto and you're so low carb, it's difficult to sleep. That was my problem. That's why I couldn't do it really. You will get to, whenever you would go to bed, I don't know, 10, 11, whatever, and you just starving. You just cannot sleep at all. So I mean, keto just didn't work for me. But for hundreds of thousands of people, it does work, or at least whilst they're doing it, it works. I don't know, I should imagine most of them gain their weight back afterwards. Not everyone, but the same as every diet, people lose the weight and then it's back. It's a difficult lifestyle to do forever. I mean, because it's just going to restrict a huge amount of food that you can eat. Especially if people, if you've been invited somewhere, if you're around someone's house for dinner or whatever, I mean, you're not going to be able to eat most things, let's be honest. Most meals have a large portion of carbs with them, don't they? So, doing keto, you're not really going to be able to, to eat any of those meals, really. I mean, you are going to struggle most places to get things, you're just going to have to leave the carbs. You'll be let's take the bread off the burger. But you know, yeah, for this new year, if you're really serious about losing weight, just try intermittent fasting. That's my suggestion. Now, I first heard about intermittent fasting years ago now, when I don't know if you've heard of him. If you've heard of Keno Body, Greg Gallagher. He was how I first learned about intermittent fasting. Actually, I'd never heard of it before that, to be honest, until I saw one of his videos. It was when his channel was fairly new. I think he didn't have many subscribers at the time. I think he had less than 100,000 or so. But I watched his videos, and that's sort of how I got into it, really. And you know, as a lifestyle, it's fantastic because you can eat whatever you want, really. I mean, I'm not saying go and eat every single day you're going to be eating pure junk food or whatever. You need to eat things in moderation or whatever. But it's a diet that doesn't rely on restricting any of the food groups. You know, keto is restricting all your carbs. Similar thing with the old Atkins diet and all that sort of thing, or fat-free diets. Fat-free used to be the thing, didn't it? We all know how well that's turned out, don't we? You know, the government's recommending large amounts of carbohydrates and low fats, when really, I mean, fats are what fill you up. They're what's needed, you know, to regulate your hormones in your body and things. You know, if there's something that could be lower, it's carbs for most people. But obviously, you know, everything, you know, you don't want to eliminate any food group. And intermittent fasting, it just allows you to eat, you know, as normally, really. I mean, I do intermittent fasting from until 12 midday, and then I have my eating window from 12 till 8 p.m, and that's fine. That is, I mean, you can save some food late enough then that you eat about, I don't know, 7:30 or so, and then you'll be full and it's easy to sleep. Because, you know, something that one of my main issues when I first started dieting, and really ever since, is that once you've been doing a diet for a couple of weeks or whatever, and you are sort of, you know, losing weight, it's getting to sleep. I mean, I just can't, you know, on the traditional diets and things, just cannot sleep. Perhaps my calories are a bit too low and things, or perhaps, you know, but most of them, you know, it's generally recommended by most people. Most people you talk to and things, they'll say, oh, don't eat at night, it make you fat. It don't make you fat any more than eating in the morning. It's you know, it's ridiculous. You can eat whenever you want. You know, your body's not got an actual, you know, it doesn't even know, your stomach don't know it's night time. You know, I mean, it's silly. It doesn't make you any more fat than it does eating in the day or whatever. But you know, intermittent fasting, you can, if you want to, you can save all if you change your eating window, you could start your window from 2 p.m. until 10. Then you've got an 8-hour window, and you can have your biggest meal at half past 9. So it depends upon your schedule and things. You know, perhaps if you work evenings or whatever, you know, it'll be completely different for you or whatever. But you know, it's what I recommend you to try, and I think if you do give that a try, you'll see for yourselves. You know, it's had a profound impact on my life. I'll say that. You know, a few years ago now, you know, I was extremely overweight. Didn't know what I was going to do. You know. And then, you know, within a space of a few years, I'm now living in South America. I'm married, 4 years, how many years now? 3 or 4 years married now. I've got a 3-year-old daughter and things, you know. Your life can turn around, you know, in a flash. And, you know, I mean, these days there's a lot about, you know, fat acceptance, this kind of thing. Yeah. I'll do another video on that. I'm not going to go too much into that now. But really, being overweight, if you're someone who's been fat your whole life, you're not going to know this, you know. But I can tell you that when I was fat, and when I got very slim, and now I'm sort of, I've gained a little bit of weight, but I'm not obese or anything. But you know, the way people treat you is completely different. It is completely different when you're slim, or at least normal weight. you know, just people are nicer to you in general. They go out of the way to do things for you. Obviously as well, you're more attractive, you're healthier. I mean, it's a better way to live, you know. I know, well, at the moment, I mean, obesity is the #1 killer, isn't it, in the world? So, I mean, it's overtaken smoking. It is the #1 reason that people are dying young and they have so many illnesses and things. You know, whether it be in America or in Europe, you know, all across the world really, there is, you know, rise in obesity. So, just give intermittent fasting a try for this new year. I guarantee you will lose weight, and you will lose weight easier than you've ever done. Now, to start with, yeah, you'll be hungry in the mornings, but I mean, depends when you wake up. If you wake up at 10 o'clock in the morning, you've only got 2 hours until you can eat, really. So, but you know, give that a try. If you do want to do any coaching with me, I'll be happy. I'm planning on doing some one-on-one video coaching and that kind of thing. So I'll probably put a link in the description or something if I can get that sorted. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. A bit of an headache, but you know, it is one of my passions really in life. You know, it's one of my biggest interests really, sort of fitness and health and things. And having had such, you know, it's had such a profound effect on my life that, you know, I want other people to do the same. I want you to change your life. I don't want you to be, you know, if you're younger, I don't know, if you're 20 years old or whatever, you're fat, you're at home, you're just, you know, sitting in your house every day doing the same thing, eating, feeling depressed or whatever. You know, there is a way out, and you know, it's not that difficult. It is a long process and it is draining and whatnot, but it is 1,000% worth it, you know, to start now and change your life for the better before it's, you know, well, it's never too late, but you know, whilst you're able to, really, you don't want to let the situation get to such a, you know, such an extreme that you're so heavy you can't do things physically. And so, you know, I mean, before I couldn't really, when I was younger, I couldn't even, you know, play sports or anything really, you know, walking. I remember when I was a young kid, my mum used to pick me up from school, and when I finally got in the car and sat down, all of my ankles would be absolutely killing me, and you know, it'd be so painful and things, you know, just from the excess weight. And you know, I couldn't imagine how it would be, you know, now that I have a young daughter myself. You know, if I couldn't play with her or whatever, she's always chasing me around. But you know, it's, you know, being a healthy weight, or just, you know, a comfortable weight for you is so important in the, you know, the things that you're able to do and such. So, you know, I hope this video can help at least one person, you know, to, you know, finally lose weight this year, you know, this way in the new year that's coming now. You know, change your life for the better, you know, change, you know, all the things you can do. You'll be able to meet new people, you know, yeah, it's incredible what it will change for you. I'm telling you, you know, from my experience, how your life will change if you lose the weight. If you're obese at the moment and you just, you know, get to a healthy weight. I'm not saying you've got to look, you know, like a lot of these people on YouTube, these incredible fitness people. I mean, I don't look like that. It's not really realistic for a lot of people. It's possible for anyone, yes, but it's not really realistic for a lot of people in daily life and things. It's difficult. But, you know, just getting to a healthy weight, it will change everything drastically. So, you know, good luck in the new year. I'll be putting out more videos. I hope you enjoy the video. I'm not that good on the camera, if you haven't noticed, but I'll try and improve. So, you know, best of luck with your diet in the new year. Keep watching the videos. I hope you enjoy my videos. Give it a like if you liked it. If you didn't like it, don't. Subscribe. And yeah, have a great day. Thanks for watching.